Bonjour.
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 Neither of us know French,
But we know Beauty and the Beast.
so that's our reference point. We just hit the 1 week of traveling mark on Tuesday.
So we landed in Paris, and the first thing we did once we went through customs and got our bags and whatnot was hop on public transportation. We are on the train to Paris.
So taking an Uber. We are public transportationing it. Yeah, because it was going to be like a 60 euro Uber, and our apartment was not far from, at least it didn't look far, from the train station.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's do it. And it wasn't that bad.
No, it was fantastic. So we did that, and then we got to the main train station in that area of Paris and decided to walk to our Airbnb.
Once again, to forego the Uber.
It was city driving, so it was going to be an oddly expensive Uber, but we also, with the walking decision, sort of neglected the fact that we had our big
Our bags aren't small. We did not do the whole minimalist carry-on situation for these 2 months of travel. This one's mine. So, funny fact is I originally got this suitcase to be mine, and then it still wasn't big enough. But it's bigger than all the ones that we've had, and it still wasn't big enough for me. Because hashtag outerwear. I don't actually have that many clothes with me. It's outerwear and shoes.
Yeah.
Outerwear and shoes. Yeah, so that was kind of our first adventure. We got into our Airbnb. Actually, they didn't give us the right instructions. They had recently changed where they put the key, and so it took a while. We got in. Airbnb was super cute. We can show you a little bit from, I did an Insta story about it. We'll put it in here.
Roll Insta story.
Roll it. Just got into our little apartment in Paris. Eric is hoofing it up the stairs with the bags. They're very small. Ooh. So cute.
Use this key to lock it.
Okay. Our little room. And tiny bathroom. I don't need more than that.
Oh, this is so cute.
It's so cute.
This is a great bathroom. Yeah, I actually picked.
Super cute, worked really well. It was in a decent location. It was in a very like hip and urban location.
Yeah, there was like some sweet bars that we didn't actually get to explore, but there are some sweet bars and restaurants right outside our building.
At daytime, it definitely looks like a little bit more of a gritty neighborhood, but at nighttime, like comes alive with young people. Very poppin'. Okay, so day 2. Oh wait, actually. We're still on day 1 here. Very sorry. It's not going to take that long to cover the rest of the week. But we walked almost 9 miles day 1. There's something about Paris. Last time we went to Paris, we were walking like 13 miles a day. One day was 17 miles.
We totally lose track. We
just wander.
Look up where we want to go on Google Maps and say, oh, it's only a 25-minute walk, like easy, and we start doing it. That racks up throughout the day.
It's actually not a bad thing to do something like that on the first day of international travel because it helps reset the clock. You go to bed so tired, you get a good night's sleep, and you wake up the next day on France time or wherever you're going. So yeah, that was the first day. It was awesome. We met up with some friends. We had a picnic on the Seine. It was a good day. Fun. It was an exhausting day, but it was so good. The rest of the week we kind of centered around wedding activities and then other things that we might want to shoot content for. We didn't do a lot of like purposeful exploring. One day we'll get back to Paris and do like really intentional exploring, but this one was a lot of wandering and a lot of like, ooh, that's cool, let's capture it.
A lot of like trying to find the magical shots in Paris. Because
we knew the wedding day on Thursday, we'd be so focused on the bride and groom that we wanted to go ahead and like snap some shots of Paris wandering around. Paris is their favorite city, so we wanted to make sure we captured as much as we could. Yeah. We saw the sunrise twice in a row.
That was our second day. We arrived there that first morning, did the whole day, 9 miles of walking and all that, And then the next morning we got up at 5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And like got out the door by like 6 or so to go see sunrise in Paris at the Eiffel Tower. So. And
we drove through the bridge or the tunnel where Princess Diana got in her car accident. And our
Uber driver just randomly
pointed at it, and that was like, Diana, Princess Diana. And I was like, huh? I was like, oh. That was a little surreal, like, whew. Yeah, that was a little surreal. And then Thursday, we did sunrise at the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower with our bride and groom, which was so cool. It was still dark by the time we got to the Tuileries garden, which is where the first look and everything was. Our metro stop was right at Place de la Concorde, and then we walked through the big gates at the back of the Tuileries, which, if you're not familiar, the Louvre used to be the palace where like the kings and queens lived until Louis XIV moved that to Versailles. So there's a big garden in the front, and it's massive and gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it was so incredible, and the sun started coming up over the palace, and we were just like... So after that, we went to the Trocadero, which is like a big platform across from the Eiffel Tower, so you can actually see the whole Eiffel Tower, which was amazing. With some epic stuff, and then the rest of the day was, boom, just craziness and amazingness and so fun. Got to shoot with our friend Kristen. She was doing photography. The bride was a friend of mine. It was freaking magical.
It was a very fun day.
Yeah, it was amazing. And we ended up back at the Louvre, basically. That's where the dinner was. And then we walked home.
Yeah, and we just... Yeah. After that whole day being on our feet and everything, we said, hey, it's only like a 14-minute walk from here. Yeah. Let's just go for it. We were definitely high on the experience.
Yeah, we were feeling so in love with Paris and in love with life. We were like, let's walk home. The day after the wedding, we really just kind of took it easy. We slept in, we chilled, we had lunch with our friend, did some more wandering, did a little bit of work, but really just tried to like rest. All right, so that was Paris. And then Saturday we got up and went to Versailles.
Yeah.
We had been to the chateau before, so the main palace thingy, that's the official term. And I was a little nervous that staying in Versailles would be like crazy touristy. We actually had a very local and calm and magical experience there. And I was like, when can we come back and stay forever? Because it was awesome. But where we stayed was nestled in between like some stores on a beautiful street. Right next to one of the most beautiful bakeries, and like clearly very popular bakeries, because every single day had a line out the door. This bakery had like a baguette window, so on some days
they'd have the line out the door from the inside for like everything else, and then there'd be a long line on the side going to the baguette window where you just hand like your 25 cents, whatever,
like your
and
euro.
They hand you your baguette.
And there's a big market, the Notre Dame market.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
But it's been there for a really long time. I'm not sure how long, but it's clear that it's been a part of the city for a long time. Very
historical market. Market's open every day except for Monday.
Except for Mondays, and there's like different iterations. When we walked in, there was like
it
was more clothing, and then on Saturday or on Sunday it was all food, and then Monday was closed. Tuesday it was food again. It was so cool though, and there's no amount of like photo or video that we could show you that could actually translate how expansive and busy and bustly and
it's
local
awesome.
The market is. We explored parts of the chateau and the grounds of Versailles that we didn't get to before. There are people walking up here in like full-on ball gowns, so I don't know what's going on right now, but something is. And I hope it's not the thing we're going to, because we're not in any ball gowns. It's so crazy how everything works out. So on Saturday when we were traveling to Versailles, there was a big protest going on, and a bunch of the city center was closed. So we took an Uber from our place.
Our Uber couldn't get to the main train station that was going to take us to Versailles. So like where we had to like exit our Uber.
Yeah, it was on the...
was near like just a smaller metro station.
Yeah, so we hopped on the metro, Our grocery bag spilled all over, like, by a nun's feet. All this granola came just spilling out. And she looked at us like,
oh man.
And we just watched as like the station we're supposed to get off passes by, and we're like, okay, cool, we must still be in the closed off area.
That whole metro station and everything was just closed off.
So we got off on the station, the next station that we could. We start going up the stairs, and I look at a map, realize that if we just stayed on for like 2 more stops, we would be at a station that could put us on a train to Versailles. So got back on, ended up having to drag our bags a little longer to get to the train station to Versailles. Ended up missing a train by like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, literally we're like dragging our bags down the stairs as the train leaves.
They come every like 25, 30 minutes.
So we waited for a little bit, got on another train, and it was fine. But because of that protest, I started Googling to try and figure it out, and I was like, is it climate strike? What is it? I couldn't figure it out, but I found an article, literally something so random. It happened to mention about how Saturday night was the last night for the night fountain show at Versailles, where they let you go explore and wander through the gardens of the chateau for 2.5 hours while classical music pipes through the garden. All the fountains are going. There's like light shows in some of the fountains. You can go through all the like massive like hedges that are like Harry Potter mazes.
Of like hedges, yeah.
And there's fire shows, and then at the very end there's fireworks. And I was like, I wonder if we can still get tickets. And we did, and they were like €22 a person, and it was so worth it. It was so worth it.
It was epic.
So yeah, it's crazy how everything works out. If that
situation hadn't happened to us,
I would not have been Googling, and we would have just been like hearing fireworks off in the distance from our apartment in Versailles.
No,
like,
what's that?
What's that? Instead, we were smooching under the night sky with fireworks going off behind us. The next day, we had another accidental thing. It was rainy, and we were like, oh, cool. Another chill day where our feet still hurt, so we're not bad about it. And the rain stopped, and we're like, oh, maybe we should go explore the Trianon and everything.
But we were like, maybe we just continue to chill and work at the apartment and stuff and save it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So then we like hopped online though just to make sure that, you know, it was open tomorrow, and it happened that it wasn't going to be open the next day. So we did have to, and we actually only had like an hour and 45 minutes left until closing. Grabbed our stuff, ran out the door, made the 25-minute walk up to the Trianon, and explored.
And another magical thing, it was rainy and chilly and nobody was there.
Yeah, it was empty.
There was no crowds.
Great.
Walking through the Trianon, the Petit Trianon, we didn't see the Grand Trianon because we didn't have time. I swear there were probably only 15 people there.
It was awesome. We lucked out with that for sure.
It was so
certain
amazing.
Environment made for a very good experience for us.
Yeah.
And then we walked through the Hamlet, the Queen's Hamlet, or Hamau. But in English, the Queen's Hamlet.
Yeah, the Queen's Hamlet. That's like this little English country garden. I guess she basically used the Petit Trianon and her hamlet and all of that as like a way to escape court life. And she would put on plays, and that's why when you're walking around the gardens, there's like all these weird things, like a fake mountain. And she had the hamlet built because I guess it was in fashion to have those kinds of things in your garden, but she took it to like the umpteenth level and literally built like a village, like with a working farm.
You almost felt like you walked into an amusement park.
Yeah, it was like Disney World, like a fake town. And we found baby animals there, baby goats and baby sheepies and a donkey and lots of chickens and like Mother Goose geese.
Oh my gosh, like from the storybook Mother Goose.
That was Versailles. Monday we chilled, and then we did some croissants, and then we went to Paris to meet Caleb, our friend Caleb.
Oh my gosh.
His family came to Paris. So
Caleb, one of my best friends from childhood, and we've spent a lot of time together. Even the three of us. He lived with us for a couple months in Charlotte, but now he lives out in LA, and he happened to be with his family in Paris. at the same time.
And 2 other people from our circle too. So we all met up and went on a little cruise on the Seine at night for like an hour and just hung out and chatted and caught up, and that was really fun. And then the next day we were up and packing and catching a train to Caen.
Yeah, and now we're here.
Now we're in Caen. Eric can't say it without stopping before he says it.
Like, yeah, we're having such a great time in Caen.
If you know French and want to tutor us.
And
we're
yes,
not kidding.
And yeah.
We're not kidding.
Definitely not kidding. But yeah, this is not Cannes, like down in the south of France, where the festival is and stuff. This is up in Normandy. This is Caen.
So we got here yesterday. We took it as a chill day. We grocery shopped, hung out, unpacked, and then today we slept in. Did another chill day.
Yeah, I actually didn't mean to sleep in.
But again, not complaining because last week, like, we really truly haven't. I know I've mentioned like that we took chill days, but like we haven't really truly rested. So it's been really, really nice.
Yeah, now that we're here in this apartment for 3 weeks, we definitely feel like we can take a moment, just kind of live.
Excited to explore the area, just learn about it and see some really beautiful things, and so excited just to like have a home base for a few weeks where we can wake up, have a little morning time, do a little work, do a little exploration in the afternoon, or vice versa, and just like it be like there not be really any rush to our
like we gotta pack all this stuff in the next 2 days because we're only here for 2 days,
and we're fully unpacked, and that makes a big difference.
Our clothes.
So we'll tune in next week for another weekly update and just let you know how our first week in Caen went.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and comment. Give us some ideas on what to do if you've been to this area before. Yeah, comment below. Give us ideas of what to do. Yeah, let us know if there's anything you want to see on our channel or see on our Instagram, see on our blog. You can visit our website at irvinture.com and follow us on Insta. At It's an Irvinture. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.